What's going on, all you gamers? Here we are back in Outriders, and today I'm going to be going over what scrap is and how you can make a lot of it. So if you need scrap, then stay tuned. That's coming up next. Welcome back, all you guys and girls, as always, for all things Xbox, for all things gaming, and a lot more Outriders and all the latest and greatest games on the way. Then why not hit that subscribe and bell icon. But for today, you're here to find out how to get your hands on, or how to make a lot of, scrap. So in case you don't know, scrap is going to be the in-game currency for Outriders. You will be using this probably more than most of the other stuff in the game, and you're going to need an absolute abundance of it. So knowing how to find scrap and knowing how to make scrap will be absolutely invaluable in this game. Now first off, you will be able to get scrap just through actually playing the game and killing a lot of enemies. Human enemies as such drop a lot of scrap, well, very often, and I believe some of the others do as well. But there are other ways around it, and there are ways to make scrap a little bit faster than just playing normally. So if you are trying to get a little bit of scrap together because you want to buy that really nice purple gun, or because you need it for some reason, then this will help you to achieve that. Now, as you progress in the game, you're going to be unlocking certain areas that will have tradable facilities, such as shops. The first one you come across is in Riftan, and as you can see just over here, you've got this fella just here, Gregor Ram. What you can do is speak to him, press your RB button, and any of your unwanted goods you will be able to sell and make a fair chunk of scrap from them. So if we go all the way down to the bottom here, this white one here, so it's the lowest bit of gear you can get, and as you can see, if you look down the bottom there, it will tell you it's worth a value of 50 to sell, so you'll get 50 scrap. If you wanted to sell it, you would mark it with your right analog by clicking it down, and then you'll just press and hold the Y button to sell it off. So as you can see, we got a whole plus 50 scrap there. Obviously, if you had an abundance of gear, you would just mark whatever you wanted.
10 seconds later.
And again. So for that, we've got 639. So as you can see, you actually get a big chunk of change for getting rid of your actual gear or unwanted gear as such, especially when these are just the greens and the blues. Now, one thing to remember, the only time that you want to be scrapping gear is if you want to get certain mods off of them, or if you wanted to actually just get rid of it, get it out of your inventory because you were kind of running out of space and such. So for example, if I go over to here and go down to one of my more full up ones, say just over here, as soon as I mark that and then dismantle it, as you can see, I only got 34 scrap. So I basically got 16 less than I would have for actually selling it. So unless you're trying to get mods or you're trying to actually clear out inventory space, it works out in your favour to sell it back at a store. You'll make a lot more scrap that way, and you won't be missing out on kind of a lot of resources and such. So now that you know the basics of scrap and how to actually make it, what are some of the better farmable ways? So the two best ways that I would say are in the game currently would be to basically repeatable missions. So for example, the Terra Infirma is an absolutely amazing one, and what I'll do is I'll put a link up the top right just in case you need to know how to get there. But it's really nice, it's really easy. You're going to go there, you're going to kill a lot of ads and an elite enemy, and then you're just going to die, and you're going to basically restart it over and over again. During that time, what you're going to do is you're going to be picking scrap off of the enemies when you get the kills, especially the elite captain as such, and you're going to be trying to pick up all of the stuff that they drop. So for example, all of their gear items and such. That way what you'll do is you'll just completely fill up your inventory, and then you're going to go back to base, and then you're going to sell it off and rinse and repeat. Now if you're not sure where Terra Infirma is, I will just show you. I'm not going to go over all of it because this has probably been the most YouTube quest in the world at the moment, but just up the top here, you're going to go straight in there, speak to Shira, and then you're going to get the quest to find McCain. Basically do exactly what I said, go there, kill everything, pick everything up, leave some of the ads up because you need to die, and then you're going to just constantly do that as much as you want until your inventory is full up, and then come back and sell it off, and then rinse and repeat. Now another way, and this one This one is very possibly just as good as that, and it's a lot more relaxed. It is by collecting all of the stuff you can, so the scrap and the loot from chests. Now the best place I've found currently, so you're going to press your start button and you're going to need to return to lobby. From there you're just going to press confirm. What you're going to do once you're at the lobby, you're going to go to select story point. Right at the very start in Rift Town, you're going to go to this one just here, confront the altered at the tower, the first kind of boss as such. And then you're going to confirm and go in. Press continue and off you go. Right, so this is the point where you spawn in, and I would say this is going to be one of the easiest ways to gear up or get scrap in the game. So what you're going to do is you're going to run forward, and rather than actually going to the boss, you're going to hug a right. Go just up here and you're going to just hold on to X and just grab everything that comes out of it. Now obviously as you go up in world tiers, you're going to be getting better loot, so you may be able to make a lot more scrap as you go up in world tiers. From there you're going to go just over this way, and I'll just show you quickly. We're on 21,872 scrap. We're going to open that up, and as you can see we got 139 scrap just for opening it up, and obviously you've picked up the loot as well. From there you're going to make your way just down to here. You're going to chuck a right, and you're going to pick up this loot chest as well, and again once you open it, another 138 scrap plus whatever comes out. Now obviously like I said, as you go up in tiers, as you're playing the game, as you're leveling up, you will be able to get better drops that you can sell back at the shops. But what you can do now is just literally press your start button, press your return to lobby, go back to the exact thing again, select story point, click on the middle one and just rinse and repeat. You can do that to your heart's content, and you'll be able to, once you're completely filled up with your inventory as such, you can just go to the shop at Rift Town or any other place, sell it all off and make an absolute abundance of scrap. Right, well you guys and girls, I hope that's helped a few of you out. So basically the easiest way is to just go between chests, pick up an absolute abundance of loot, and then go to the lobby and respawn that area. That way you'll be able to do it nice and easy, and you'll be able to gear up as you go, pick what you want, and probably get some mods if you haven't got them, if you want to deconstruct the loot. But obviously picking it all up and then going back to the vendor after as many runs it takes to completely fill up your inventory, sell it all off, and that will be a really nice way of making scrap. The other way is to do the Terra Infirma or any other area where you're constantly killing those kind of elite enemies, you're getting the drops, not finishing off the job, so you're letting the ads kill you, and then you're spawning in the same area and rinsing and repeating. Like I said, as you go up in tier level, the drops will be better, and once you get to those epic drops, you'll be able to make an absolute abundance of scrap really fast, really easy. These are the best ways in the game at the moment, and I believe they probably will be throughout the entire game. But just playing the game will net you a lot of scrap. This will just be if you need extra, or you've run out, say for example with modding and crafting and such as that, or even buying nice stuff from the shops. But as always guys and girls, I hope that's helped. For all things Xbox, for all things gaming, take care, I'll see you on the next day.